slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic, dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Well, the onset of fall weather, Coach, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Go! The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
We're going to set. Look at him. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Set.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch that end. Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Alone. Great. Mike 50. Mike 50.
Here's Newton. Quick slant. Caught by Moore. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
Here's McCaffrey, and very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. The shotgun snap for Newton. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. on first down. This is McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 26-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Out of the gun, Newton. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Joe McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Bring it. Check three. Whip.
This is Jerick McKinnon, who missed the entire 2018 campaign. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here we go.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. It's just me.
Garoppolo now. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 41. Now Mostert. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Watch 10. Check 59. Mike is 59. 21. Here we go. Get ready. Hey, wahoo! Mike's 59.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here we go. 54 Mike. Squeeze, double.
They'll try and run with McKinnon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second down, McKinnon. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
That's the end of the first quarter with no score. Robbie Gould on for the field goal. And 18 yards in.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll bring up a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw again on second down. Newton, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line.
Here we go.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw, Newton. Pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. D. Ford, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Newton. He sets to fire deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here we go. 59. Wild Bill. Hey, gun. We got motion. Back up.
This is Mostert.
Wild
this inside the 30. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They go play action here on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll try with McKinnon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 30 on second down, Newton, that's Samuel, caught left side. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up
Back to the 3.
Third and 2, Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
Here we go.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Looking deep downfield. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 47. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
On first down now, a run with McKinnon. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the shift. 2.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Newton on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Newton. And the Niners get there and bring him down. D. Ford able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. It's taken to the 26. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
21. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Here we go. Smooth. 59. Mike's 59.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive? And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Bud Dupree He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Newton. Wide open receiver complete. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
Let's go, fellas.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Strip that ball. 12, fellas. Here we go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Flush to his right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Here we go. 180. 59. Hey, alert. Check. 59. Coming to you. Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9". Who that?
On play action, it's Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 15. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bud Dupree picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Well, now they'll try the end around. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense. He
was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Second down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now it's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Hey, gun.
Mostert. Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go. 180. 54 Mike. Come on.
On 2nd and 7. Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Just like that. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Bravo.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the pressure gets to him again. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Newton now to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 16 yards, a 1st down. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL. That's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it.
180.
On 2nd and 15 now. Newton over the middle, open is Thomas. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
He wasn't ready.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. on third down. Newton. Throw left side complete. It's Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's got this down to the 35. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Throwing is Newton. His throw caught. Run around the 6. Touchdown, Carolina. Chris Hogan. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
I got you. 11.
Here's Mostert. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 27-yard line.
Here we go. 180. 59. Exit.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Dontari Poe able to record his 5th sack of the season. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, and needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
A gain of 12 on 4th and 10, just enough for the conversion, and defensively an opportunity slips away. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Newton to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
3rd and 1.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. They'll run on first down. McKinnon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. McKinnon. Oh, it's out. McKinnon fumbled it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Here we go. 180! Watch 54. Let's go, man. You need turnover. Get that ball.
And to give this time to the tailback. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Niners, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank